Port Authorities and Immigration. So wala na pong nakapasok, binalik po sila sa pinanggalingan nila.
Do we have a quarantine pwede sa bahay or
For aling pasyenteng pinag-uusapan natin ba?
Quarantine facility
For-
in general? Of course, the isolation in the hospitals if they're asymptomatic. But what you are probably referring to in particular is the planned repatriation of about 40 to 50 Filipinos who are now in Wuhan. Is that the correct way to rephrase the question? Okay. Now, we are going to present the options during the task force meeting with President Duterte tonight to give us the guidance, because I'm not yet at liberty to tell you what these options are, what these quarantine facilities may be. But suffice it to say that we need to prepare everyone, even the communities where the quarantine facility will be situated.
Mukhang community acquired talaga na mixed infection. Pero tama ka, Jovic, na yung parang last 3 days, medyo stable yung pasyente. Kaya lang biglang nag-deteriorate yung kanyang condition. Of course, gumagawa pa rin naman sila ng clinical audit ngayon sa ospital para mas examinin kung ano yung nangyari at saka intindihin. Pero ang pag-report sa atin ay parang ano siya, community acquired yung pneumonia. Well, sinischedule na namin yung kanyang cremation and siyempre lahat ng precaution gagawin naman natin para sigurado na walang possibility ng exposure ang kahit sino na ma-involve during the cremation. Aiko?
Dalawang negatibong test results ang kailangan natin. Yan ang asa protocol, yan ang standards. Kaya yung babae na iniulat natin nung una na first case of nCoV, hindi pa rin natin pwedeng paalisin dahil hanggat hindi na-satisfy yung 2 negative test results, saka lang natin siya pwedeng paalisin. 24 to 48 hours between the 2 tests. Yes. Ikaw na kaya?
Yung mga pinauwi ng 10, although we are encouraging them to still be conscious ng kanilang kalusugan, pero sila po ay na-clear na at ang base sa kanilang laboratorio, negatibo sila sa nCoV.
Huling tanong.
Doon sa una mong tanong, wala pang, hindi pa yan finalized. Kasi nga, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, ibibigay kay President Duterte for his guidance. Kung Fort Magsaysay ba or another, there's also an island being considered for the quarantine facility, but there is nothing definite. Yung pangalawa naman, sa Taiwan, we will have to make the adjustments in the Interagency Task Force on Emerging Infectious Diseases. We will convene this afternoon. So this is one of the consideration.
Sa Thailand kasi meron daw nakita na apparent success in treating nCoV by using drug cocktails.
HIV, AIDS.
Oseltamivir, lopinavir, and ritonavir. And apparently yung positive daw initially sa nCoV within 48 hours ay hindi pinaglalag. How are you seeing this, sir, as a possible cure for nCoV?
Well, mukhang this is a combination of antiviral. The oseltamivir has been proven to be effective for influenza A virus, AH1N1, and the all other types of influenza A virus. Now, the other two that you mentioned, they are for the HIV/AIDS patients, no? But if they say that there seems to be an improvement after 48 hours using this, that is probably anecdotal, as Yusek Eric is saying. Anecdotal because you have to remember that there are 80% of cases now in China are considered mild. And so the possibility that they are recovering very quickly is very high. 21% severe. So baka yung nakuha nilang pasyente, ito yung andun sa mild. Kaya siguro nagpapakita ng signs of recovery concomitantly with the combination therapy. But there is no hard science to prove this anecdote or this theory. It's a theory, they're saying. So let's wait. WHO, I and Rabi discussed that lengthily yesterday. So there's no science to prove it as of this point.
So, pag matindi, pag severe,
Yeah, yung sa... Wala, it's really hard to say. It's inconclusive. There's nothing.
Last two questions, Aiko and then Trish. Sige, Aiko. Talagang last na talaga, ha? Meron pang execom kami sa taas.
It's very clear, and I categorically state that two are imported cases. And the one who died is in statistics for China. Okay, that's not for us because ours, zero local transmission.
And the last question.
Since you have paltry, hindi paltry ha, paltry information, it's very hard to answer that question because we need more information to make any suggestions of whether there is a breach of protocols. But obviously, we are bound by the law on the Disease Notifiable Act. And if this particular condition fits in the category or the criteria for which you consider it as a notifiable disease, then it's their duty to report. Pero kung, well, let's keep it at that because we don't have much information. And they can.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Araw-araw na po tayo dito. Habang biyahe po ito.
Bunot, tol. Tol, bunot.